This video, I gotta admit, is kind of a theory of mine, and I'm gonna call it These Wars, Why? Of course, we've been at war in Iraq and Afghanistan. Looks like we're headed into Iran. And I think if you look on the map of the Middle East and that whole area that's rich in oil and other resources, you know, today the big fight is in Egypt, and they're overthrowing their government, it looks like, and evidently he's been a good ally to us and Israel, but I don't think he's been treating his people very well. They make, I think the average scale there is $2 a day is what I'm hearing. I got to admit, I don't know a whole lot about Egypt. I've always thought it was a great tourist attraction with the history, pyramids and all. And well, I just want to talk about the map of that area and critical areas I think we need to watch out for that could be hotspots, or they are now, and why they're hotspots. And I think we'd start with, of course, the Suez Canal in Egypt, and then you go on down the Red Sea, and then you have Yemen, and it's been in the news a lot. Why? I mean, pirates and I guess terrorist activity. If don't like to use the word terrorist, that's questionable with me. But anyway, look at it where it is strategically. Right under Saudi Arabia, right there in a little peninsula area, and it's the Red Sea dumping out into basically the Indian Ocean. And another hotspot, Tunisia, and I think Spain right there with Morocco is a questionable area. So I think let's look at the map. Here's this map. The Middle East area, points of interest in the video on these wars, understanding these wars. Today, the big thing is Egypt fighting today, and the critical point in question is the Suez Canal coming right through. From the Mediterranean Sea into the Red Sea. And I think it's important to look at the places where the fighting is going on, or the overthrowing of governments. Tunisia, critical spot. Why? Because, well, just a nice place to bounce off if you've got a ship going through here. So I expect something to happen. Actually, a lot going on in Spain, their government. This Morocco point right here, critical point. So you got bam, bam, Suez Canal, and I believe the reason Yemen is such an issue right now is that little point right there between Yemen and Somalia, Ethiopia. So you've got Saudi Arabia here, Egypt here, and the Red Sea with the Suez Canal and this little point right here. The whole question is about, are they going to have to travel all the way? That's a non-issue. That's not going to happen. They're going to go in and they'll take Yemen if they, whatever. And then I think the whole thing up here is about running a pipeline from Turkey down to India and then up to China. So that's my theory. And if you look a little closer, you got Turkey, got Iraq, which we've invaded. You've got Afghanistan, which we've invaded. Pakistan. The one big obstacle here is Iran, which people believe will be at war with. So points of interest, in my opinion, Iran, Yemen, Tunisia, and perhaps this little point right here. But I believe it's all about running oil from point A to point B. And I think that's an important part of understanding these wars. Understanding the route of the oil. I guess where this whole video is going is like, you know, is this blood for oil? And is it worth our young soldiers to go over there for a pipeline that perhaps the uber rich want through the Middle East so they can sell us oil? And no, we need to maybe think about our lifestyle and in the world in general. Maybe we can do better. No doubt, we can do better.